Welcome to the Black Design Collective. My name is Lola Wusu, and we are here with Elizabeth Keys, a scholarship winner. I'm so excited to get to know you and hear about your story. Welcome.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm super excited to be here.
Awesome. So please tell us where you are right now, where you're from.
Yes, so my name is Elizabeth Keys. I am originally from Bolton, Mississippi, which is only an hour away from the original city of where the dear Patrick Kelly is from, Vicksburg, Mississippi. But currently I am a senior at Savannah College of Art and Design, where I'm majoring in fashion design with concentration in graphic design. And so I'm here in the ATL, Atlanta.
Love Atlanta. I love it there.
Yes.
Well, congratulations again. So what inspired you to apply for this scholarship off that?
Well, I would say I have always been applying for scholarships, just opportunities to help me stay in school. As we all know, art is such a big impact in our world, but it's also the most expensive major. And so I had just recently became a finalist for the CFDA Gucci Changemaker Scholarship. And I'm all about collaborating. And so I collaborated with an alum. She gave me a dress for my video. And she was like, I think you should apply for this scholarship. And so she sent me the link and I saw the information. I looked up TJ's name and I was like, oh, he's from Mississippi. Wow. So I applied and instantly said a prayer. And I was just like, God, if it's in your will, please let it be done. And lo and behold, it was in his will. And that's how I became a recipient.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Glad a lot of people don't take the chance and you did. So congrats.
Absolutely. Thank you.
What made you want to get into art and fashion?
Well, it really started from childhood, I would say. My parents put me in dance. So in ballet, I really enjoyed costumes and changing for different showcases. And as I got older and my body started changing, it was really difficult for me to find clothing that I felt like fit my personality and my style. And so for me, a lot of people say, well, I look up to this fashion designer, this fashion designer. But for me, it started with the Cheetah Girls. The mother of the Cheetah Girls, which is the great Lynn Whitfield, was a fashion designer. And as I saw that, I thought to myself, well, you know, I have been sketching and this looks like it could be a career. And so when I was 12 years old, I had a dream of myself sewing clothes. And I told my mother, I was like, I want to be a fashion designer. So the first ever woman that I ever saw designing was on the Cheetah Girls. And then I saw Kimora Lee Simmons on her reality show showing the manufacturing process of design. And my mother said, if you want to do that, you have to learn how to sew. And so took sewing lessons at age 12. I had my first fashion show at my Sweet 16. My mom rented a long runway. I had my friends as my models. And so for that fashion show, it was in honor of Sickle Cell Awareness Month because my birthday is Sickle Cell Awareness. And so I knew at age 16 that I wanted to be a designer and a philanthropist. So it all started from there. And when I found SCAD, I was really, really impacted by just the whole experience of preparing me for the industry. And so I've been going to SCAD and I'm currently a senior and just super excited that I am just following the dreams that I had at an early age.
That is beautiful. I love that inspiration can come from anywhere.
Anywhere.
The great Lynn Whitfield. And Cheetah Girls, I love that. I also love that you actually stuck to it, that you started with the philanthropy and the fashion, and that you're here, you're doing it. And congratulations on your journey. That's amazing.
Thank you so much.
So what is it that you want to like impact in the industry? What do you hope to do for this industry?
Honestly, I feel like God has really created a lane for me. Like I am so into like adaptive wear, women's wear. I recently had an internship this summer with Kohl's, part of their design diversity team. And so I really developed research on the need of the industry creating more clothing for individuals that have different abilities. I hate to say disabilities, but their abilities are different. And so I really am investing in time and learning about that. So I want to be an inspirational designer. I want to design clothes for everyone. And I really see myself just impacting the industry through my community service. I currently have a mentorship program in Mississippi called Girls in Grace. So with that program, I'm teaching girls how they can just be like me. If you have a dream, go for it, put the plan together. And if, changes happen, this is what you can do to continue to endure to reach that goal. So it's just really just being different in the industry. I feel like there's a lot of copying and pasting of designs and there's no originality. So just staying true to myself, my style aesthetic, and just creating my own lane.
That is beautiful. That's beautiful. And you have so many angles that, while are very much needed, are not necessarily touched on. And if I've learned anything from this industry, is if you go where there's a need and no and no resource, you can be that resource, and that can, of course, help not only your business, but then of course the people who need it. So that's beautiful to hear. So what do you hope to gain in your education? Like, you have the scholarship now, like what are you trying to get to that idea of being a resource for others?
Absolutely. I would say it's just to get to graduation, but also throughout my courses, get all the information that I need for the industry. My mother has always told me, like, if you want to be in something, know all the ins and outs. So, when you think about fashion, you just think about the clothing, who creates the label, who is the seamstress, who is the marketing person, who is the merchandiser. So I'm really grateful that my school has provided me with those resources, and I've taken full advantage of all of the opportunities that have come with being a student, as well as just networking in my local community. And I just really just see myself becoming an independent designer, but I truly believe in gaining more industry experience, asking the right questions, and just seeing the need of when it's time to launch. I feel like sometimes we're in this microwave where it's like, I have to be an independent designer today, but I'm all about timing. Like, there has to be the best time for my clothing to come out. And I feel like I'm in a season where I'm just in a cocoon. I'm really just learning and my wings are developing, and you'll see me fly pretty soon.
I love to hear it. So what has the Black Design Collective done to support you in your journey? Obviously you have the scholarship, but what does the collective as a whole do for you?
Overall, it has provided me with community. I would say after being a recipient, I have received just calls like, hey girl, did you hear about this competition? Or how are you doing? And those things are really, really important to me, because it's beyond a donation. It's really that relationship that helps me stay on track, just to make sure that I am being held accountable and that you will see me as a fashion designer. So it's just those relationships that have really, truly affected my outcome in school and helped me reach my senior year of college now.
That's beautiful. Do you think it's needed across the country? Is this a because honestly, Los Angeles is where a lot of people think it is, but obviously you're in Atlanta from Mississippi.
Yes, it's definitely needed. I would say for me, I have this Mississippi slogan, like, when you're hungry, you have to say something. And this organization to me is in the kitchen cooking and whipping up some good meals to provide for students like myself who did not come from a real source of resources, like a real foundation of resources in fashion. I'm like the only designer in the family right now. And so it's just really nice to come to a safe place where it's like, hey, I need help in this. And hey, I'm about to graduate. Can you show me manufacturers, internships, and this is what this community has provided for me and is continuing to provide for me. Like, I feel so honored to just share my story and really just encourage applicants to apply, because your story could really open the door for you to have this opportunity to either stay in school or start that business, but you cannot stay starving. Like, if you're hungry, say something. You guys are really, really providing some answers to questions that we're not even necessarily getting in school, or it may not be target to us. And that's why it's important that this organization is still in existence, and it's helping just young leaders like myself who know that I have a calling to be an innovator, but just need that guidance to just get there.
That's beautiful. I love that. That's amazing and very true. So all that you've done, and you have done a lot, and obviously you have a lot of aspirations, but what are you the most proud of yourself right now?
I would say I'm most proud for just my resilience. Like my mother really has taught me to, well, both of my parents, my father and my mother have taught me to endure to the end and run the race, even when loss happens or you go through financial hardships or when you're the only one in the room, be yourself, stay strong and grounded in the Lord. And I would say I'm really proud that I'm a resourceful friend. Like I love to help my friends. Anyone who knows me, I have a directory of hairstylists, makeup artists, photographers. Like I am your plug. I will help you get to where you need to go because I am not selfish. I truly believe that if you help someone succeed, then you're making yourself successful. Like I just believe that there's so many seats at the table that we have to invite each other in. You know, I've always prayed like, God, close doors that need to be closed, open doors that need to be open. And some doors are not even designed for me. Some doors may be designed for my neighbor. And whatever God has really designed for me, he will bring it directly to me. I do not have to lie, push nobody, skip the hallway. You know, I don't have to do anything dramatic because what's custom made for me will truly come in my pathway. So I'm really proud that I'm that girl. I'm the it girl.
I love that. You should be. That is something to be proud of. And a lot of people go through their whole life not understanding that concept of it being for you, and you can still help other people out, and that only helps you out at the end of the day. That is a beautiful thing to have and know, through and through. So you should be very proud. So what are you the most proud of? I mean, you kind of touched on this already, but in your community and the people around you.
I'm just super excited that we're staying united. As individuals, we all have different goals, whether it's in politics, whether that's in art, beauty, business. We're staying united. We're supporting one another. Finally, it's a hashtag, but we're really doing it. I'm really just excited to just see individuals just receive those resources so that we can see minority businesses prosper or ownership in land and just be successful. I'm just so grateful that I'm in this particular generation in this time, you know, that I'm seeing the change that my grandparents prayed for. There's still much work to do, but we're still in that progress to actually see opportunities open up for our culture and our community.
That's beautiful. That is beautiful. Well, thank you so much for shining a light on that. I have one more question for you.
Okay.
If you were a shoe, which one would you be and why?
I was so nervous with this answer because I was just like, I do not want to sound country.
You can sound however you want.
Okay. No, my friends was like, girl, you cannot be a flip-flop, but I'm not going to be a flip-flop. I'm going to take their advice. I would say because I'm very petite. A lot of people don't realize like I'm like 5'1".
Oh, wow.
And so when I wear knee-high boots, oh my gosh, you can't tell me anything. I'm Mary J. Blige, you know, I'm dancing the two-step, whatever, but I love me some knee-high boots. It just builds my confidence. I feel bold, ready for battle, put some red lipstick on and my ponytail, honey. Oh, I'm fierce.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I really love that question just because I love answers like that of how of what the shoe does, how it represents who you are. Well, thank you so much for bringing your light, your energy, your wisdom to this talk. I really appreciated getting to know you. Thank you for being a part of this collective. We need more people like you, and we appreciate you. So enjoy.
Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate you guys.
Of course, and have a nice day. Thank you.